Hello guys, my name is Achilles, and in this video I'm going to be introducing you to something that's brand new for HWS 13. It's something that I've been working on for the past month with massive help from the ever creative Jew, who has created an absolute masterpiece for the POI that I required for this concept. But it's called T.E.A.M Industries. Now, what T.E.A.M Industries is, the concept behind it, it's inspired by kind of when I was a player some time ago now, but back kind of when I transitioned from being a player to then becoming kind of backroom staff HWS. It got to the point where I felt like there wasn't really anything left to do. I'd played for many hours on the server, and I'd played a lot in single player, and the one thing with Empyrean that I kind of thought was lacking was always this kind of sense of purpose. So I always felt like the devs never really got right the balance between kind of making things like worthwhile, so like wanting to go out and explore, like making things almost like you had to do it and there was a reason behind everything. I don't think they've ever really quite grasped that. So what I've done with T.E.A.M is to hopefully try and just add a bit more purpose to the game. So a reason to continue mining, you know, a reason to continue farming. And one of the inspirations really came from when I was a player. When I first started on HWS, I remember the first thing I did really was I created a farm. I needed to make credits, so I thought what I would do is I would create, I think it was back then, it was like tomatoes, I can't remember now, it's tomato something and steel plates, and that would get you canned vegetables. And I thought ingenious, I thought brilliant, nobody's thought of this at all. So what I'll do is I'll do that, and then I'll sell them all in the market and I'll make my millions. So I created like this farm that had so many crops, and it was awesome. It was so much fun. Like, you know, you watch it grow and then I'd go and pick them. The problem back then was I couldn't sell them, like I couldn't shift them, because although the name Empyrean Galactic Survival, the survival part online was always very easy. So people never really kind of went hungry. So I had a lot of stock of canned vegetables, and no customers for them. So that wasn't the way to get rich. But I enjoyed that, and kind of that's one of the principles of T.E.A.M Industries. So first of all, what is T.E.A.M Industries? What does it stand for? So T.E.A.M stands for trading, exploration, agriculture, and mining. So all things that encompasses kind of Empyrean anyway. So really the gist of T.E.A.M Industries is to bring all those things together that players do in game and bring the purpose. So the why. Why are you going to go and mine? Why are you going to start farming? How I've kind of created this is it's a system that basically all the players join and they register with T.E.A.M and they register their organization. Now your organization in game, you might love mining. So you want to start a mining organization and that's all you're going to focus on. You might want to focus on farming, you might want to focus on being an explorer, or you might just want to focus on doing all of that. There is complete freedom, really. But the concept behind it, and it does explain it in-game, so I won't kind of do it with the explanation, but basically what is on offer is contracts, and the contracts are available to players. And these contracts differ depending on the category. So the different categories, you have trade, you have the exploration, you have the mining, the agriculture. They're all the different categories, and the contracts within them, you have 3 levels. You have level 1, level 2, level 3, well, actually you have 4. You have level 1, level 2, and level 3 contracts, and then you have VIP contracts. Now how the system works is it's structured, so you start at level 1 once you've registered your organization, and then the more level 1 contracts you complete, you will begin to promote within T.E.A.M, which then allows you the opportunity to do level 2 contracts. It allows you to do origin specific contracts, so just contracts that only the origin that you've chosen to be have access to. All the origins have their own unique contracts, and then you have other level 2 contracts, and you have level 3 contracts, and then finally the VIP contracts. Now it's kind of staggered. So as it does go up, the contract requirements will be more, which means that the reward system will be greater. And the reward system, and this is again something that has been my decision because of how the game has changed from when I started playing, in terms of the economy to now. There's been so many updates in between that somewhere in between, as with any kind of game, you know, let's say the value, the conversion for what one gold is worth is a lot less now than it used to be, you know. So let's say back in the day, 10 million was considered a lot of money in the bank for Imperium on HWS, whereas now it's not. You know, maybe 100 mil is kind of the standard when you consider also as well what everyone has in their OCD. So what I've done is create essentially this new currency, which is classed called T.E.A.M certificates. Now, when you complete a contract, you'll get a certificate, and it might be a level 1, it might be a level 2, or a level 3 certificate, depending on what contract you've done. And these certificates are then used to redeem rewards. The contract, let's say, for mining, you might need to provide, I think one of the starter ones is 370 or so iron ore. And you can continue to do these. There is a cooldown, but you could continually you could just focus your attentions on mining that specific resource. If that's what you want to do, you want to go out there in your CV, mine the asteroid, happy days, you can do that. And then the idea is you would go back, you would fulfill the contract, you get your certificate, and then you can redeem that certificate. You can save it, you can store it in your bank, and then you can redeem it with rewards. You can get special packages, some of the best items in the game, your epic armors, your NPC cores, some brand new weapons that we're introducing, and you can also exchange directly for credits. However, there is a pretty sharp conversion rate, because I do want to, again, not just bring in the purpose, but I want to try and add value to items as well, because I think that's something that is very difficult as well. You know, what is considered a rare item, because it depends really on how accessible it is. Is it craftable, for example? How easily is it craftable? So there's a lot more to encompass, without doubt, and it will develop a lot more as time goes on. I did think, to be honest, when I started it, I'd have at least another 3-4 weeks until I could release it. So there are some features that aren't included, but there's some things to definitely look forward to, and hopefully if the players do enjoy T.E.A.M Industries, then they can look forward to some of those kind of really cool ideas that I've got. But for now, there is still a lot on offer with T.E.A.M Industries, hopefully. You can find the beautiful POI created by Ju on all of the HQ planets, or your Origin HQ planets. And that's really it. You can speak to the receptionist and he will begin your journey. There is an opportunity to find and ask lots of questions, and hopefully there's the answers. I don't want to give away everything or too much in this video, just to kind of give you the heads up and hopefully get you kind of excited for it. But also I just want to say that if there is any feedback, you can always hit me up on Discord or on the forum. Let me know kind of what you think of it, what you enjoy about it, what you don't like about it, maybe even what you'd like to see. Those that kind of know me back in the day will know that I kind of do feed off a lot of the feedback that the players offer, because I was a player as well, and I know kind of what it's like if you feel like something's lacking, something can be done better. Of course I am only human, but I will try my best. But yeah, other than that, guys, hope you enjoy it, and hope you enjoy the release of HWS 13. There is a lot more on offer, not just T.E.A.M Industries. This is just one small segment of what kind of I've been working on, and I thought it'd be nice just to introduce it. But anyway, yeah, thanks for kind of watching, and I will see you soon.